Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a very happy man. We've just had a sneak preview into update 2.9.0 and I can't wait. My boy Altair is getting his legendary weapon. So many new gear items coming into the game. It's going to be absolutely wicked and it could change the viability of a lot of heroes in this game. So we're going to go over the patch notes, well, the little mini announcement now. So it says, hey Assassins, we're excited to give you a sneak peek of some of the highly anticipated gear items coming in update 2.9.0. You voted, we listened. Following legendary weapons are coming soon. So here we go. We've got the picture of the three that have been announced so far. So you've got Altair, Bayek and Cassandra's weapon. Now, Cassandra and Altair are both on my top 10 worst heroes in the game list that I put up a little while ago. It paid me to pop both of them on there, but this could be a game changer. These weapons could possibly see them go into the top 10, possibly. Altair uses a tier 5 weapon that you get through the Helix Rift defense, the Metamorphosis Sword, I think it's called. It's terrible. His throwing knife does very little damage. Because of it, it doesn't raise his attack enough. So you throw a knife someone, get initiative, you're standing there for 10 years if you don't crit, just trying to hack them down. So hopefully this will make him very viable and make him a little bit more handy when it comes to combat. Cassandra just needs a massive buff. I really hope that this enhances her poison ability. I really hope that it just gives her that little bit more attack and a few other things. Increases her lethalticity so she can use the assassination ability a little bit more because it is slightly different to the other ones. So to me, it could make them very, very good heroes. We've got Bayek in the middle. I mean, Bayek's extremely fun to play. I really like Bayek, but he has got an ability that takes quite a while to recharge when you enter combat. And then when you hit it, it isn't that satisfying. So hopefully this weapon will change that. So here we go. We've got the Sword of Altair, the Blade of the Sands, and Cassandra's Smoke of Damocles, I think that is. Everyone knew I was going to struggle with that word even before I said it, so apologies, but yeah. And we'll also be adding 2 more legendary weapons, 2 legendary gear items, and 4 tier 5 gear items. So if we look at the 2 more legendary weapons, if you look at the poll that they did, so here we go. Altair won it, Bayek second, narrowly beating out Cassandra. Now, you've got Lupo and Alexius that come in 4th and 5th. It probably would make sense that they'll go with who's requested who. I mean, me personally, I would love to see Lupo and Alexius get a legendary weapon. Anybody who knows me and followed the channel for any certain amount of time, Alexius is my boy. Absolutely love him. So for him to get a legendary weapon would be absolutely amazing. And Lupo, again, very fun character to play. He does hit hard. He does hit extremely hard. But with a legendary weapon, he'd be even more better. It'd be so much better. So, yeah. But for me personally, I think Darius and Izak should have the new weapons. Both of their weapons you can only acquire through the Rift events. They're extremely hard to obtain. They're not the best weapons. They don't provide the best stats or special stats to that specific hero. Izak is extremely poor hero. Doesn't have a T5 armor. Very poor T5 weapon. His lethalticity and agility is just shocking. So it would be nice if he could get a legendary weapon that would boost them stats and just make him that little bit more viable, because he's just not good enough. He's just like the assassins in this game. You look at your Marias, your not Altair, Maria, Ezio, Luciano. You know, there's Darius. There's so many better assassins than him. So I think he really does need this. And the same with Darius. I mean, Darius is a good hero. Love playing him. He does some nice damage if you can get all his crit bonuses working and everything. But the fact that these can't wield a T5 weapon unless you magically farm them through the Helix Rift event, I think for the game's sake, these 2 would be better off having. So as we go down here, they said about the legendary gear items. So 2 Shojin and Machiavelli, I think, are the only two heroes currently that have a legendary gear item. Machiavelli has his pouch, Shojin has a tiger cloak. So I don't know who's going to get these. Again, they could give one to Isaac because he hasn't got any T5 gear, like armor. Rodrigo, I know, is a huge fan's favourite, and I think he could be in a shout with one. I don't think there's going to be any legendary gear. I would be extremely surprised if there is for either of the two Edwards that have come in to the game, because they weren't in the game when this poll was done. For me, they could possibly get a T5 gear item or maybe a legendary gear item, but they won't be one of the weapons, because I'd be gobsmacked if they were. They're new heroes. They'll probably wait for a later update for that, and they weren't part of the vote. And it does say at the top here, you voted, we listened. So, judging by that, I think it will probably be Lupo and Alexius, which I will be happy about, but I do think that they should make them other heroes a little bit more viable. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see who gets these weapons. So, and obviously gear and everything. So I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I honestly cannot wait, and I will promise you that the minute I get Altai's, the update goes live, I will craft and rush his weapon and do a video on it and get it out to you the night the update comes out. So I hope you've all had a great time. I hope you're all buzzing for it as well, because I am. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. So smash the thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, Assassins. Take care.